Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Negative Alpha Bravo. And this is 7 November Golf. Roger, request you check your Romeo side. I'll go ahead and check my Tango side. 7 November Golf out. And 8 Claw, 7 November, say again. 7 November, go. I copied a while ago, 1 Charlie transmission that my thing used, and 8 5, this is 7 November, Charlie. 8 5, right now. Now 1 Charlie, 7 November, go.
This is 1 Charlie, reference to your last, you're bringing what you get into 1200 between teams and local. Also request 3 units take inbound Nexus to see if we can try to get Whiskey 9 and 8 for Pond to the playground.
And this is 7 November, Roger, stand by.
Got that.
Got it? Alright. And all units, this is 7 November Golf. My unit Alpha, Echo, X-ray Alpha Alpha in there.
One Charlie, Alpha Bravo.
Hey, I never took a dip. I forgot to take a dip.
Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Whiskey 9, Yankee, 7 November Golf, over. This is Whiskey 9, go. Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Whiskey 9, Yankee, 7 November Golf, over. This is Whiskey 9, go. Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Negative Alpha Bravo. And this is 7 November Golf. Roger, request you check your Romeo side. I'll go ahead and check my Tango side. 7 November Golf out. 7 November 8 5, and 8 Claw, 7 November, say again. 7 November, go.
Okay, we are live a little bit earlier on a Saturday, but live Q&A. Ask me questions, I give you answers. And now this is the awkward part where we wait for questions. Pretty much how it goes. That's how the weekend it rolls. All right, Brian Koopman. First, thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. Let me make sure this is not member only. Actually, I did not double check that. I'll answer your question here in a second. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're good. Everything's good. All right. Have you heard of vertigo being secondary to tinnitus? I've heard of it. A better question is, have I seen it serve as connected secondary? I have not. I've always seen vertigo direct or as like a residual of trauma, TBI, or even some other neurological conditions. Never secondary to tinnitus. Not that I've seen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I just haven't seen it. Now with the changes to tinnitus, it does seem more favorable that it would be secondary. But I haven't seen it. Okay. Mike G, what's up? How's it going? Would you hire an attorney to assist with a VeteranAI claim? It depends. Okay. Mostly no. But if you've been denied multiple times and you know that you rate it, I had one dude who I was supposed to do a video with and just never got around to it. He was denied multiple times and was going to med school. Med school is very expensive. Therefore, that's when a lawyer might want to get involved, okay? Because we're talking med school here. He was approved. after going through a lawyer for med school. That is a true story. I was supposed to do a video with them. It kind of just, everything happened all at once there and just got kind of knocked off the list. Do most DTA errors get granted? No, that's not the right question. DTA error just means it's going to be kicked back for development, and it depends on what that error is for in the first place. But there is no most do or don't get granted. It's just not the right question. Yeah, sorry. Xander says, I read that if Republicans pass the budget they're trying to push through, there will be cuts to veteran benefits. No. Whoever told you that, or whoever just no. No to both of those. Hope that answers your question and everyone else's question. All right, sent you an email Sunday. The only emails I answer are pretty much for one-on-ones. My inbox is absolutely crazy. Is that you? Yeah, it depends on what we're talking about there. Fragrance Man. Where can I DM you, Clay? I sent a message on Discord, IDK, if you got it. Let me go check Discord, because Discord would be the answer. Did I? I'm looking at I've answered everyone. Send me another one. I just got it. You were not my friend, but now you're my friend. The answer to your question is yes. I can help you with that. All right, Nuclear Chicken, thank you for being a moderator. Appreciate that. The moderator for the Discord, which, by the way, you should join the Discord. It's pinned in the chat. Join the Discord if you haven't already. I guess I should give more context. I was accepted. I'm so confused here. So you got VeteranAI. I don't know why you would want to hire a lawyer for VeteranAI. I don't know. I'm confused. Oh. Who are you? Who are you, Mike G? Because I've responded to everyone. Yes, I've responded to everyone. Oh, I have that. Oh my goodness, what a long email. Yeah, you need to follow the steps. Let me unread that. You need to follow the steps in the Discord. I'll tag you in that real quick. If you've already done that, let me know. But I'll tag you in the Discord just in case. Assuming your name is Mike G. Nope, it's not. But I'll just put it in the chat there. Okay. Yeah, you have to follow the steps if you want the one-on-one. It's the steps from the Discord. That way it allows me to actually track as they come in. You're not on Discord. Okay, no worries. Give me 1 second, everybody. I will do this quickly. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to send you, it's going to be all jumbled up because it's coming from Discord. I don't really want to do that. Let me just reply to your email real quick with the steps from Discord. Bow. 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 There we go. Okay, got you. You're good. All right, hello. I'm currently on a med board. I called the VA and they told me one of my referred conditions to the med board needed further information from a doctor. Am I about to wait months longer now? I can't tell you how long you're gonna wait, but you're gonna wait. So you're gonna have your DO, and it's gonna be fast. Med boards have a specific timeline for DoD med boards. Okay, and you're working through your Peblo and then through the VA. The thing about med boards is up front, they generally suck. Going through that process, they do suck. But in my opinion, it is the easiest way to get a VA rating because everything's done right then and there. Bada bing, bada boom. Wrap it up, call it a day. Med boards are the easiest for VA claims specifically. But you still got to go through that suck, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm at 90%, 50 for plantar, 40 for lumbar with radiculopathy, 10% right knee, 10% left knee, 10 sciatic nerve. Okay, waiting MH claim for MDD since September, need TDIU. You should be pretty close. Let me actually use our nifty calculator here. And we will go to, not my website, we'll go to DAV calculator. That's what I prefer. Boom. Oh, gave me a new tab there. Okay, so you said you were 50, nope, not that one. 50 for bilateral lower. 40 for your back with radiculopathy. We'll get to that in a second. 10% right knee, 10% left knee, 10% sciatic on each. That's kind of what confuses me here. Waiting for MDD claim, you're at 85. Okay. So let's say mental health comes back at 50. That puts you at 93. Let's say mental health comes back at 70. That puts you at 100. Okay. So just so you know what you're dealing with, there you go. Good news is if you reach that 70%, you don't have to deal with TDIU. I'm not a big fan of IU, and I don't want to influence you to go against it. Only you can answer that question, but essentially it's a cap on your lifestyle. So if you're okay with that, then go for it. If not, that's on you. Beep, bop, boop, beep. On terminal leave, okay, congrats. And out April 1st, completed BDD, had my last CMP exam over a month ago. Is there any way to see what the examiners wrote? Yes, so for you can go on Genesis. Genesis for the new service members. This was after my time. All your stuff will be uploaded via Genesis whenever you do BDD claims. That's the beauty of it. Or your VSL, but go to Genesis. Deployed to Djibouti, DJ had medical evidence of asthma episodes during deployment, sinuses. I answered this same exact question today in the Discord. Problems breathing during sleep in supine positions, was diagnosed sleep apnea down the road. Yeah, so I don't know what your question is, but I'm just going to make one up for you. DJ is part of PACT Act, okay? Two things. Presumptive, TARA. They're different, okay? Asthma, presumptive. Sinusitis, presumptive. Sleep apnea could be connected, TARA. It's not usual, just so you know, but it's a possibility. And then you have the secondary route with the asthma there for the respiratory stuff going on. Yeah, so long story short, submit your claims, but I don't know what your question is. Democratic leaders came out in opposition to Johnson's plan, warning that the emerging legislation could result in spending cuts to areas like healthcare, nutritional assistance, and veterans benefits. Veterans benefits are safe. Okay, they're not going to get cut. Now, I have some worries. This is not one of them. The $80,000 or 80,000 employee is a worry to me on effectiveness and veteran benefits being affected, but not cut. No one should listen to this, okay? Not cut. Affected, although the VA secretary says they won't be, I don't share that opinion. With 80,000 employees being cut, we should see some drawbacks at a minimum, but you're still going to get your paycheck in the mail. You're still going to be able to call the VA and go see VA healthcare. And when I say VA healthcare, I also mean community. So, do the expedite when found? I don't even know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. I got denied by DOD but approved by the VA. Okay. DOD ratings are vastly different. The criteria is just incomparable. You just do the processes at the same time through a med board. Poor choices. Sorry, I deleted that message on my end. I was accepted to law school, initial VRNE denied, but the thought of paying someone $12-15K for the profession I want to go in doesn't sit well. Yeah. Sometimes it's worth it, like the med school example I gave you. Just depends on your individual situation. It's new from like a couple hours ago. No, DTA is not expedited at all. No. Can you get IU for mild cognitive impairments? You can get TDIU for rating the criteria for TDIU. In the addition of like some disabilities, for instance, migraines, 50% is the highest, but there is also a TDIU clause there in Attack 1 that can basically circumvent the standard qualifications for TDIU. All right, so you need to qualify for TDIU. Hi from Chicago, what's up? 10% anemia, 10% scar. Okay, if that, I have that up already. So I added your 210s and then a 50% rating there. There we go. So those 210s do make a game changer, which brings your threshold of 70 down to 50 at a minimum. I'm service connected based on private doctor's diagnosis. That's a back condition, I think. VAMD states wrong diagnosis. Could I lose my SD? Do inform the VA. Is there legal exposure? I don't even know what SD stands for. Service dog? I don't know. And if the VA doctors said it, and the VA knows. What is that? A back condition? Sarcoidosis. Is that a disease? Oh, lymph nodes. Okay. Various organs, primarily lungs and lymph nodes. I don't know what SD stands for at all. Can someone tell me what SD stands for? Like, are you service connected? You're worried about losing that service connection? Are you rated? Are you worried about losing that rating? What are we talking about? I'm going to come back to you, Phoenix. We have a comment here. Greg says a change in diagnosis can serve as a basis for severance, but only if they certify that in light of all accumulated evidence, the diagnosis upon which service connection was granted was an error. Okay. I just don't know the question that you're asking specifically. Assuming it's severance of connection, sure, depending. But I do have some follow-on questions for you. Okay. Anyways, we have a super chat. Thank you, OJ Wild. I can't show the stickers here on StreamYard, but I can see them on the YouTubes, and it's a goal. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, here we go. I'm starting to experience signs of radic or sciatica. Radiculopathy is a type of sciatic nerve damage. With new imaging showing mild nerve, should I wait to see if I get improvement in symptoms before submitting a claim for secondary? No, you should not. You should submit the secondary claim. I assume you have a lower spine injury that's connected. If that's the case, assuming your spine is pinching your sciatic nerve, which it probably is, submit the secondary. Sometimes we have to do what I'm going to call let the VA do VA things. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here we go. We got some clarifications here. So he did mean service connection, and the answer is yes, but it depends. Okay. And then Greg weighs in here. There are no legal ramifications unless fraud was committed. So according to your comment, you're fine. Okay. A change in diagnosis up to VA to prove service connection was not warranted. So you are fine to leave it be. There you go. Thank you for that, Greg. Appreciate it. All right. How long do HLRs usually take? Dude, no, there's not a single person on this planet that can answer you. I'll tell you how long mine took, and then you ask 10 other people, and they will give you 10 other answers and timelines. Mine, from submitting the HLR to having the HLR to having the decision. Okay. I submitted it, took about 3 weeks to receive a call. This was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe 5, dude. I don't know. Received the call, and about 8 days after that, I received the decision, but that's because it didn't have to get kicked back for development. It was just clearly wrong. Because we submit evidence-based claims. That's the power of evidence, by the way. So for me, it was about a month and a half. You'll talk to anyone else. They'll say 3 months. Some will say 6 months. And some will say even longer, especially if they had their HLR and then it was kicked back for development. Technically, the HLR would be closed then, but whatever. If they're needing further information on one of my referred conditions, does that mean they're working on my DOD ratings? Man, okay, first, full disclosure. I want everyone to understand this. I'm not a med board expert, okay? DOD ratings are DOD ratings. Now, I do know that your NARSM, your narrative summary, I believe that stands for, is like the key document there, and you want to make sure that's correct. And you only have one chance to fight it. Okay, you might want to get representation or whatever that looks like for you. That's what I do know. I can't answer this question. VA stuff I got, it would be, if you asked me how to take my engine apart, I'm not going to tell you the right answer, right? It would be a disservice if I gave someone instructions. So that's my answer, dude. Sorry. I had PACT Act. I see that. Let me get to this. JC Welch, thank you very much for being a member. I appreciate that. So I had PACT Act cancer surgery with lymph node removal and claim back as lymph node removal was not caused by service, just simple HLR. It's weird that you would say PACT Act cancer surgery. It's just, you just had surgery. Just no PACT Act cancer surgery, just surgery. Lymph node removals. There's a cancer. Let's just pull up the cancer list together. Let's do this. VA PACT Act. Yes. Cancers. Brain, gastro, head, kidney, lymphoma. Is that lymph nodes? Myeloma, neck, pancreatic of any type. Hold on. Yes, it does. Okay. The removal. What's your diagnosis? Right? If the cancer is gone, which is good, by the way. If the cancer is gone, I don't know how lymphoma works, just in case you're wondering. If the cancer is gone and you genuinely have no diagnosis except for like a scarring residual, that's it. So first, that's the first question I want answered. What does that look like for you? I'm pretty sure the answer is none. Okay. HBT boy 41. After having a one-on-one with you and getting 100%. Okay, first of all, I have no idea who you are, but thank you. I appreciate that. I still had an IU claim pending. They granted IU with the effective date of 22 with housebound. Oh, dude, this is great news. I still don't know who you are within your real name, and don't put your real name if you don't want to. But congrats to you. That's awesome. Okay, especially with the housebound. Yeah, solid, dude. I'm happy for you. And I totally lost my spot. Give me a minute here. Where were we at? HLRs, one I can't answer. I'm pretty sure you don't have a diagnosis anymore because you've been cured. And I'm saying that tongue in cheek. All right. El Nino says 0% hearing loss, 10% tinnitus, 50% migraines, sleep apnea not connected. What are good secondaries? Okay, I will answer this question, although it is a little weird. Let's go to... Actually, let me teach you how to fish real quick. We're going to go to the most mediocre website you've ever seen in your life. Okay. Boom. Here it is. You go to templates here. Oh, excuse me. Templates. There's a personal statement template, by the way, in case you're wondering. You can go to secondaries, actual secondary list. Here's how we're not going to watch that. Okay. But within that, you'll find a Google Doc link, and it talks about this in the video. If you want to watch it, you should watch it. In fact, if you don't watch it, no one loves you. And then bam, you will come to this nifty, handy dandy notebook right here. And then you'll find ear conditions. So migraines, you got it. Vertigo, not easy. Meniere's, you might want to explore that, by the way. Mental health for sure, especially with hearing loss. SSD, sleep apnea, TMJ, bruxism, and then I'm sure there's others as well. There you go. Migraines, mental health, sleep apnea, vertigo, hypertension, GERD, IBS, ear conditions, and bruxism. You'll find this when you have like neurological issues going on. And speaking of migraines, where's it at? Where is it at? Hold on, I'll be right back. There, I just got a new product it's a prescription, okay? It's free at the VA, and I just want to show it to you. I just opened the box up, but it's a treatment for migraines if you don't like sumatriptan. One of these pills is sumatriptan, okay? There's another treatment. I'm going to go upstairs and grab it real quick. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Okay, here we go. Probably should not have. Whatever. Don't bring it up. Okay. This is called the Gamma Core. It's a treatment. It's free. It's prescribed through the VA. You gotta go through like your referrals and stuff like that. And I haven't used it yet. I'm not going to use it right now, but I want to show it to you. Gamma Core. Okay. You take this cap off. You put it somewhere around here. It's got this nifty gel stuff. I'm sure I'll learn how to use this here soon. And it's prescribed. And it's a treatment, essentially like a pill box, but does pulses. And I'm not a big fan of... Why can't I close this? Oh, it was upside down. I'm not a big fan of medication in general. This is more non-invasive. Anyways, I have someone from Gamma Core, okay, coming on the channel in like 2 weeks, I think, 3 weeks, to talk about this product for veterans. It's going to be cool. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to be using this for migraines here soon. I just want to share that with you. So if you want to use it, all you got to do is speak to your primary care to the VA, call it a day. Okay. Anyways, hey, poor choices. Thank you for joining. Okay. Make sure even if you're not a member, make sure you join the Discord. If you are a member, definitely join the Discord, link your account, and you'll get member only access. Okay. But anyone can join the Discord there. Dang, dude, going up the steps got me out of breath. Get back in shape or something. Okay. How does the VA rate bilateral shin splints? There's a whole video on that. One, they're treatment based. Okay. What I'm gonna do is link a video so that way you can see what we're talking about here. Let me get rid of everything I don't need before I share something I don't want to. Okay, playlist. I'm gonna link this video, but it's treatment based. I want to say the most common is 0 or 10%. There may be a 20% rating in there, but if let's roll back. Let's roll back. Let's say you're on this channel and you want a question on any disability VA rating. You go to playlist. Now, you're not going to see what I see here because some of these are private. You want to go to how is this VA disability rated? You click that. Look, mental health, feet, knees, GERD, anything you want is right here. And you want shin splints, and that is going to be... Just keep on scrolling down. We will see the shins here. Shin splints, 0 to 30%. And it goes through everything you need to know about shin splints here. So you, sir, should watch that one. And that goes for everyone. Okay. Everyone who says, get back to VA claim disability content. I mean, you're an idiot because it's already there. Okay. So anyways. Trace says, I'm National Guard vet who only did 6 years and got 50% on my migraines recently. I really hope my benefits aren't affected. I literally just got them. They're not going to be affected. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. How are DOD conditions rated? I'm going to skip that one. Why would VRNE get denied? So VRNE is not an education program. It's an employment program, veteran readiness and employment. Your disabilities, you have to show your counselor, the VA, really it's your counselor, how your disabilities and your current skill sets keep you from having gainful employment. Super subjective, by the way, but yes, that's why. That's how. Thank you for your answer. Hey, thanks, Sandra. Appreciate that. Paul Davidson. I'm currently in the supplemental claim process for, let me go back to my live just in case someone over here talking baloney. Okay, we're safe. Supplemental claim process for 10 of 14 conditions. That's a lot. Can I file supplemental to a supplemental? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. As long as you have new and relevant evidence, you can supplemental that claim the next 50 years. Okay. Now, ideally, you get service connected at some point, but there you go. Clay, Veterans Marching in DC on Friday. Are you going? No. No, I'm not going. Why would I go? I'm not a activist type person. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm just not. Okay, dumb. Plus, you gotta walk. It's probably cold outside. It's wild. And who is marching on DC on Friday? Where's this at? Who's organizing it? D. Cooper. What's up, Civ? Has anyone claimed kidney stones direct or secondary? I do remember seeing a kidney stone claim direct. I want to say it was 0% as they pass. I do remember seeing a kidney condition. So a lot of kidney conditions are prone to produce kidney stones a lot, which sucks, by the way. I've seen that connected both via direct. Okay. If I'm in step 3, can I still upload medical evidence? You can. Generally speaking, this is my general rule of thumb, and there's you can go both ways on this. Once you submit a claim and you submit all your evidence right then and there, bam, let it go. Let it be. If you have new and relevant evidence, depending on how far you are in the process, you can submit it. I personally wouldn't, just because the VA is notorious for not looking at evidence submitted later in the process. Okay. Now you can submit that. They can view it. All that's technically correct. You wouldn't be wrong if you did. You wouldn't be wrong if you didn't. Some people would say, go ahead and submit it. If you are, do it today. I'm of the opinion of no, just kind of wait that out. But now we know not to submit claims unless we are ready. That's what the intent to file is for. Yep, Q-Dog. No worries. Okay, Gary Herrera says, I put in an increase for PTSD from 50 to 70%. I read the CFR. I submitted a personal and buddy letter, a recent note from my doctor, and a DBQ. Any other evidence needed? Nope, the DBQ from your treating physician is basically all you needed. You're fine. It seems very favorable. Okay. And I'm going to assume your doctor is in the scope of who can complete a PTSD DBQ, because not everyone can. Just because I said that, let's go view what I'm actually talking about. Okay. We will go to VA public DBQs. Boom. Here they are. We'll go to PTSD, which is down below. Here it is. Up at the very top. That thing is small. This section right here, mental health professionals with the following credentials are qualified to perform, review CMP exams for mental disorders. They are, so essentially who can complete this form. Okay, I'm going to assume that yours falls in that, but food for thought, just wanted to show you that just so you don't get duped. Don't want to be duped. It's never good. Okay. 7 days once assigned your DRO. Okay. I know this person's a VA rater, VSR of some kind. I just don't know what that's in reference to. Am I responsible to inform VBA? Oh, that's on your previous question. All right, we got that. Received hearing aids from VA due to tinnitus. Did not file for hearing loss, but I got service connected to 0%. Should I file for hearing loss? There's definitely some confusion here. Okay. All right. Sorry. I just want to make sure no one's talking baloney in the chat. There's some confusion here because Jason's calling me from Veterans Info Tap. Let me send him a text. All right. Where are we at? Okay, sorry. Your tinnitus is at 10%, I think. Your hearing loss is at 0%, I think. Both are service connected. It's either your hearing loss is service connected at 0. Maybe you file for tinnitus. If you haven't, I would. If you're looking at an increase, you have hearing aids at a baseline, I would file for an increase at 0% for hearing loss if I had hearing aids. I think that answers your question. There's some miscommunication going on in this comment, okay? I think what you're asking. Okay. I asked him if he wanted to go on speaker and say hi to everyone. He said he can't. It's too windy. Okay. But yeah, I think that's what you're asking. If not, please give me some context down below. What's up, AF? How's it going? 18 months on my HLR, they found a DTA error, and that's where it's been at since February of 2024. Yeah, I would definitely start making some calls and moving that claim along. This is where a solid VSO in your corner would help you because, one, they can see what actions have been going on for that claim, and then can advocate on your behalf to get that moving. Is there a rating system for nerve damage after a tooth extraction happened in service? Nerve damage from the mouth. I want to say neurological has a lot of nerves, maybe dental. Maybe they would just roll it under a dental rating. That one I don't know. That's a genuine good question. I do not know. I'm hoping someone knows. My general answer would be, even if it's not, if you have a condition calls from service and it's not on the condition list somehow, some way, the VA will rope it under something and give you a compensable rating if it rates. Okay. The best example of that is like hyoidal hernia when that was a thing for GERD. Before GERD was a thing, I should say. Why did my thing do that? That's annoying. Okay. I'm going to pull up this answer here. This person is a rater. It says teeth are nearly impossible to rate without damage to the mandible. There we go. But regardless, okay, sometimes, listen, it's our job to submit evidence-based claims. It's the VA's job to do VA things, okay? Meaning, submit the claim, let the VA do VA things. That would be my general answer to just about everything. Melanoma surgery staging removed margins and lymph nodes. Okay. Mark Schwartz. My wife used a county VSO to submit her claim. She injured her ankle on deployment and has degeneration in her ankle now. She has a lower back degenerative disc with radiculopathy. Okay. The VSO said she can't claim ankle if claiming radiculopathy. That's wrong. I don't know what is happening here with that conversation, but that's wrong. You have a left ankle condition that has evidence from service. That's easy. She has a lower back condition. I'm going to assume that's in your service treatment records. And then the lower back condition was all three of those are separate claims. Ankle, back, then radiculopathy secondary. Me personally, I would do radiculopathy left lower extremity and then radiculopathy right lower extremity. just as like a forcing function. But something is wrong here. All right. Will the VA be changing anything to do with ALS claims? There is was it ALS? Was it Parkinson's? Is that in the, I'm trying to think what's in the neurological, what's it called? Proposed 38 CFR or VA SRD changes. I can't remember what ALS was in there. I'll have to come back to you on that. In fact, I have a link for those changes. Let me just, where is that at? Let's go look at this together. Why not? Nope. Here we go. Okay. In case you want to know what my algorithm tells me, I got a bunch of chest, animated history, chosen stuff, VetCom, history, some Jesus debates, some chess, hot ones, Dr. Sharma. That's in my algorithm. Okay. Playlist, all changes in one spot. And we go to tinnitus, sleep apnea. Where's the neurological changes? I think it would be here. And then you click the Fed Reg. Oh man, it's a lot of alsos. That's annoying. So far, I want to say no. Unless it's in this big old white space right here. I hope that, I mean, I know that doesn't answer your question, but that's what I got. Okay. Friendly reminder, the VA got caught underpaying $84.7 million in VA claims. When was this? Is it recent? Was it an recent OIG report, or did this happen back in the day? Because if it happened back in the day, the VA's done a lot. Melanoma surgery, staging removed hockey puck size area in the calf, lymph node. Yeah, so it would be residuals for sure. Life of Tariq. Should wait for a response. My kids just got up, so I'm going to have to probably give me 10 minutes. Okay. Should wait for a response from my congressman regarding my discharge upgrade assistance, or go ahead and submit an updated discharge request myself. There's no reason I would wait. I would not wait. I would not wait at all. I just received the denial letter. I have current diagnosis and qualifying event in my SDRs. I just signed up with VetCom. What do I need to fill in the dots? Needs, should. First, I would listen to what they say, because you pay for that service and they're going to consult you on that. But generally, look at your decision letter. I want to know what the claim condition is and what the evidence from service really is. Sometimes there's like a gap there. So for instance, you can claim condition X, but your complaints in service isn't really X. It's kind of like Y and Z, meaning it's close, but not close enough. So that's my first question. But yeah, you're going to share your decision letter with them, redacted, obviously. Go go through that process. What do you need to fill in the dots? It depends on what the answer to number 1 is. And this is whenever you might want to start looking at Nexus letters, especially if you have the in-service event and the current diagnosis. You might need you might consider a Nexus at that point. If a vet is granted housebound, what restrictions does a vet have that does not jeopardize his rating? I mean, you're either housebound or you're not. Okay. You're either rated for your disabilities properly or you're not. I'm not even gonna, that's the answer I'm giving. This is, it's kind of like a question of, hey, I just got IU, I want to work. And it's like, okay, well, I would say you don't rate IU personally. That's what I would say. You might want to do some reflection there. And yes, Greg does make a good point. Depends on what kind of housebound we're talking about. Because he said housebound, I think he means actual housebound versus, aid in attendance or saying the SMC there. That's my assumption based on the comment, though. Okay, sadly, bruxism cannot be rated. On this note, if you're 100% PNT and you have housebound, don't worry about it. You're fine. Do whatever it is you want within reason. Yeah, bruxism is usually roped under that MH mental health stuff or other dental conditions. Look at your local DAV chapters for help too. Sure, VSOs are always a solid start. Hello, how's it going? Jack's Ripper. Elon's going to take away our benefits and hates vets. That would be a good YouTube title. I might steal that from you, but it's not true. We'll talk in email. I'm not going to talk about that here. VA provided my wife a migraine treatment. That is a small device she puts on her forehead. Makes her look like a cyclops. It's like a TENS unit that she controls with her phone app. Yeah, awesome. There's all kinds of treatments. This one, Gamma Core, I am excited to actually try out here. We'll see. I have to learn how to use it before I just whip it out and start pulsing my brain, Do you have any good tips for 20-year-old active duty surgeons going through the BDD process? I do, actually. I do. And I have a place that you can go to in case you forget what I'm going to tell you. All right. So first off, you want to go to the world's most mediocre website ever, which is right here. And then you want to go to BDD claims active duty. There's a whole section for active duty people. All right. You can check out this video. There's an updated video as well. I should actually update that. There's this chart you can use. I explained that in the video. But regardless, there's 4 steps. Okay. The first thing says, do not overcomplicate it. I see BDD claim people overcomplicate their claim. And I'm just like, dude, relax. It's a BDD claim. You can do whatever you want. You're fine. Don't overcomplicate it. All right. Step 1, make a list of everything you were seen for. It's not hard. I was seen for my left knee. I was seen for my head. Step 2, make a list of everything that you were not seen for, but it hurts. Step 3, put those lists together. Step 4, that's it. Go see a VSO. That's it. Do not overcomplicate it any more than that. Don't worry about Nexus. Don't worry about DBQs. Just do these 4 steps. Go see a VSO. They will take care of you. Okay. You're going to need your health records, a final physical, all that stuff. That's pretty much it. Okay. BDD claims are amazing for that exact reason. because all this stuff we're talking about here doesn't apply to you at all. So there you go. All right, doing the Lord's work, buddy. Hey, thanks for choices. I appreciate that very much. All right. For structural radiology related, is X-ray and MRI common thing for the examiner to request? I wouldn't say common. I wouldn't say uncommon either. Generally speaking, like you can have CMP examiners can order X-rays, absolutely, especially if they're in an office that has that capability. But 9 times out of 10, you would want to submit that with your claim anyways, because we submit evidence-based claims. There's no way I could recommend going against that at all. Okay. What I'm going to do is just scroll through member chat and see what's going on before we pop out of here. Okay, that's an answer. You have to be found. Okay, member chat. Family Crosby. From Albuquerque, what's up? VA overrated my sciatic and proposed reduction. That sucks. I filed for femoral pain and the other nerve. Families with Nexus and diagnosis, not much known on how they rate. 10-20% is most common. I don't know what's going on with you, so it's hard for me to say if you are overrated or not. But yeah, to find that out, you just go to the neurological VA SRD, and then you just Control F your nerve, and then bam, that's where it's at. When attempting to use something as an intermediate, like obesity would be a good example, do we simply state that in filing? I need to use obesity as an intermediate for asthma and sleep apnea. Do I simply write it in the claim? I would do so 2 things. 1, you would want your evidence to reflect your claimed condition. Okay, that's first and foremost, most important. 2, for weird things like this, I would absolutely do a statement that outlines your evidence. Doesn't talk about your feelings. It outlines your evidence, saying, hey, I've been seeing my treating physician for X amount of years, blah, 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 asthma, blah, 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 obesity, blah, 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 blah. That's led to sleep apnea, okay? That's what I would do personally. Okay. Are you knowledgeable on claim accuracy request? I don't even know what you're talking about. Outside of the statistics that the VA gives us, unless some VA person here can answer that. Thank you for that, Greg. I totally missed that. Okay. Oh, let me go back to, if I submit a claim today, how long will I have to add additional info? I mean, whenever you want, really, but you want to do that. I'm going to get that to you. Claim accuracy request. Shane, you should join the Discord there. Okay, let me go through some more here. All right, awesome. Here's some big news. If you're on the stream, you get to find out. Congratulations on your not working at your job, and we'll be moving on to new things. I quit my federal position. I wasn't laid off, in case you're wondering. I quit on my own terms through a program, actually. But yes, I now do CivDiv full time. What that means for you, I'm going to do more live streams. I'm telling you right now, if you you need to join the Discord. Discord is like my main hub of news. Okay, so if you want to know what's going on, or you want your answers, questions answered, join the Discord. It's pinned in the comments or in the chat. I was already working in person. Don't worry, dude. I was an instructor, so we were teaching face to face. So that is a good joke, though. Anyways, yes, I quit. I'm doing CivDiv full time. Big transition. I'm going to put more effort into members and into the Discord, and obviously this channel, and then Veterans Daily. But Registrar Act is dead. Yeah, that's all I have. Claim accuracy, that's not something I know about. Yeah. I mean, outside of like the data that the VA gives us on the accuracy website thing, pretty much it. Okay. That is all I got for today. Just a quick, I got you. Just a quick stream here on Saturday. I want to do 3 streams per week. I want to do like private Q&As. I want to do 5 of those per week. I want to do minimum 1 long form, 1 short form per day on both channels. And then anything extra would be on like 2 long forms or 2 shorts or whatever. I don't know. That's what's going on. All right. That's all I got. Thank you very much if you came to the stream. If you didn't come to the stream, I guess you won't hear this, but you suck.